Namaste. Namaste. Mata Chatulto Chatulto Tiayaha Jinyana Kaima Samnya Sayogaha Shri Bhagavan Nuvacha Imam Vivasubate Yogam Prokutapanaha Mapyayam Vivasubana Manabe Braha Manurekushu Manurekushuva Manure Manurekushubakabe Brabit Evam Paramam Para Prabtamimam Rajaishoyo Viduho Sa Kaleneha Mahata Yogo Nashitoho Paranantapa Sa Evayam Maya Dediya Yogaho Prokutaho Puratanaho Pakudosi Me Sakha Jati Rahasyam Hyatadudtamam Arjuna Uvacha Aparam Bhavato Janama Param Janama Vivasubataho Katametadabi Janiyam Devamadao Prokutapaniti Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bahuni Me Vyatitani Janamani Taba Jarjuna Tanyaham Veda Saibanui Na Devam Patita Paranantapa Ajopi Sananabhyaya Dema Bhutanami Shivaropi Sanu Prakritim Suvamati Shituya Samampapamiya Dhammayaya Yada Hi Taimasya Glanil Bhavati Parata Apyutatana Taimasya Tadatamanam Surjamyaham Paritranoya Satunam Vinashaya Ja Dushukritam Taima Samsita Banaltaya Samumpabami Yuge Janama Kaima Ja Me Divyamebam Yo Vedati Tattvatahu Dyakdeva Deham Punarjanama Naiti Mameti Soljuna Vitaragapaya Manamaya Mamupashritahu Bahavo Jinyana Tapasa Buddha Madhupavamagatahu Ye Yatha Mam Prapadyanante Tam Sudataiva Bhajamyaham Mama Baltamanu Baltanante Manushuyo Balta Saibashaho Gangan Kushonan Taho Kaimanom Siddhitim Yajananta Iha Devataho Kushui Puram Hi Manushwe Loke Siddhil Bhavati Kaimajan Tulvalnuyam Maya Surashutam Gunakalma Viphagashaho Nasya Kaltaramapi Mam Vidutya kaltara mabiayam na mam kalmanui limon pananti na me kalmapale sepurahai sorry iti mam yopijanati kalmapilna sa patiate evam chinyatva kurutam kalma polvairapi mumukushupihu Guru kalmaiva tasmatvam polvaihu polvataram kurutam kim kalmeti kapayopiatra mohitahu tatate kalma bravakushuyo mi yajichinyatva mokushuyo seshupat kalmano hiapi bodhitabiam ja vikalmanohu akalmano shicha bodhitabiam kahana kalmano katihu kalmanuya kalma yahu pasyeda kalmanui ja kalma yahu sa buddhiman manushuyeshu sa yukutahu kurutu suna kalma kurutu nyasya saibe samarampahu kama sangankal pabaljitahu Jinyana gunidagata kalmanam tamahuhu panunduitam butahu Tyakadva kalmapala sangangam nityaturupto nirashirayahu kalmanuya pipura buritu kalmanuya pipura buritu topi naeba kenchit karoti sahu Irashiriya tachit tatma Tyakata saiva parigrahahu Shariram kevalam kalma kulvanana punoti kilbisham sorry 야드르츠 차라 파사는 또실두어 드반드바디 또 비마트 사라흐 사마흐 시드타 바시드타오 자 그르트 바비나 니바티아테 가타 상응가시야 무쿠타시야 지냐나 바스티타 짜타사흐 야지냐 야 자라타흐 kalma samagram prabiliyate Brahma panam Brahma habil Brahma gnau Brahmano hutam Brahmaiva tena Brahmaiva tena kanantavyam Brahma kalma samadhina Daiva meva pare yajinyam yoginahu pariyupasate Brahma gna papare yajinyenaibo pujuhubati yajinyenaibo pajuhubati Shrotradi ninandriya nuyaniye samyama gnishu juhubati sorry Shabdadi nambishaya naniya inandriya gnishu juhubati 살바누이는들이야 갈마누이 프라나 갈마누이 자파레 아트마사미야 마요가 그나우 주후바티 지냐나디 비테 드라비야 야지냐 스타포 야지냐 요가 야지냐 스타타 파레 스바티야 야지냐나 스바티야 야지냐나 야지냐 시자 야타야흐 삼시타브라타흐 아빠네 주후바티 프라남 프라누에파남 타타파레 프라노파나가티 루드트바 프라노야마파라야노흐 아빠레 니아타하라흐 프라노는 프라노에슈 주후바티 살베피에테 야지냐비도 야지냐쿠 야지냐쿠 셔피타 야지냐쿠 셔피타 깔 야지냐쿠 셔피타 깔마슈흐 야지냐 슈슈토 무르 야지냐 슈슈토 무리타 푸조 야는티 브라흐마 사나타나무 나얌 로코스티아 야지냐시야 구토니아흐 구루사트타마 에밤 바후비타 야지냐 비타타 브라하마 브라하 or 브라흐마누 무케 갈마자는 비드티 다는 살바네밤 지냐드바 비모쿠시어세 시레야는 드라비야 마야 디아지냐 지지냐 나야지냐흐 바라는 따밤 살밤 깔마 킬람 빨타 지냐네 바리사마 피아테 다드비드티 브라누이바 테나 파리프라시네나 세바야 우파데쿠시오는티 테 지냐니 나스타트 지냐나 나스타트 바다이시나흐 야지지냐드바 나 부나이 모하메밤 야시야시 바는더바. Okay, there's an alternative for the second word. Yana putania sheshueno or sheshueno. Putania sheshueno. Putania sheshuenui. Wow. Sheshuenui. 마셰쇼노 부단 or is it just 셰쇼노이? I'll do both. 부단야 셰쇼노이 and another version 부단아 셰쇼노이. Did I cover everything? 부단야 셰쇼니 부단야 셰쇼누이. Okay, so I just said like 4 to 5 different versions of that word. 드라쿠시어시아 드마니아토 마이 아피 제다시 바 베피아흐 살베피아흐 바 바크르트 타마흐 살밤 지냐나 플라베나이바 부르지남 사는 다리시어시 야타이탐시 사미드토 그닐 파스마 사트 꾸루 텔주나 사미드토 그닐 파스마 사트 꾸루 사트 사미드토 그닐 파스마 사트 꾸루 텔주나 지냐나 그니흐 살바깔마누이 파스마 사트 꾸루테 타타 나히 지냐네나 사드르샴 바비드라미하 비디아테 타트스바얌 요가 삼시드타흐 깔레나트마니 sorry one more 깔레나트마니 비는다티 시라드타무 바물라파테 시라드타 바물라 시라드타 바물라 Shraddha Bhamalapate Jinyanam Tataparahu Samya Tenandriyahu Jinyanam Labhatuva Param Shanti Shanati Machine Shanati Machire no Tikak Gachichati Shanti Machire no Tikak Gachichati. Sorry, this word here. It's 4 more shlokas to go, or 3.5 more. Shanti Machire no Dikachichati. 1 more. Shanti Machire no Dikachichati. Ajinyashichan Shiradita Ajinyashichan Shiradita Nashichan Samshayatma Vinashyati Nayam Lokosati Na Paro Na Sukham Samshayatmanahu Yoga Samniyasata Kaimanam Jinyana Sinchinana Samchayamu Atma Banantam Na Kaimanui Nibatnananti Tananjaya. Just 1 more time. Nibatnananti Tananjaya. Okay. Oh, 1 more shloka. Tasmada Jinyana Samumputam Hurtastam Jinyana Sinatmanahu Chittavainam Samshayam Yogama Tishutvo Yogama Tishutvo Tishutvo Yogama Tishutvo Yogama Tishutvo Parata Tatasaditi Shrimad Bhagavad Gita Supanishatusu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Sutras Shri Kurushunul Juna Sambade Jinyana Kaima Samnya Sayogo Nama Jatulto Tyayahu. Namaste. I need a little nicotine. Yeah, I got criticized by somebody who doesn't know anything about Sanskrit, and since he's supposed to know the language, I'm a little flustered. The pronunciation which I just pronounced has been lost since 5,000 years ago. Last time somebody ever spoke it was Nityananda and Chaitanya, Shri Chaitanya and Shri Nityananda 500 years ago or so, and nobody has spoken in that accent. These demons will do anything to stop me, use humans and everything else. The Holy One said, this imperishable devotion I declare to Vivaswat. Vivaswat I declared it to Manu, and Manu communicated it to Ikshvaku. Descending thus from generation to generation, the royal sages came to know it. But O chastiser of fools, by a long time that devotion became lost to the world. Even the same devotion hath today been declared by me to thee, for thou art my devotee and friend. This is a great mystery. Arjuna said, thy birth is posterior, Vivaswat's birth is prior. How shall I understand that thou hast the first declared it? Holy One said, many births of mine have passed away, O Arjuna, as also of thine. These all I know, but thou dost not, O chastiser of fools. Though unborn and of essence that knoweth no deterioration, though the Lord of all creatures, still relying on my own nature, I take birth by my own illusion. Whensoever, O Parata, loss of piety occurreth, and the rise of impiety, on those occasions do I create myself, for the protection of the righteous, for also the destruction of evildoers, for the sake of establishing piety, I am born age after age. He that truly knoweth my divine birth and work to be such, casting off is not born again. He cometh to me, O Arjuna. Many who have been freed from attachment, fear, and wrath, who are full of me and who relied on me, have, cleansed by knowledge and asceticism, attained to my essence. In whatsoever manner men come to me, in the self-same manner do I accept them. It is my way, O Bhagavata, that men follow on all sides. They in this world that are desirous of the success of actions worship the gods, for in this world of men the success resulting from action is soon attained. The quadruple division of castes was created by me according to the distinction of qualities and duties. Though I am the author thereof, know me to be not the author and undecaying. Actions do not touch me. I have no longing for the fruits of actions. He that knoweth me thus is not impeded by actions. Knowing this, even men of old that were desirous of emancipation performed work. Therefore do thou also perform work as was done by them of olden times. What is action and what inaction? Even the learned are perplexed at this. Therefore I will tell thee about action. Knowing it, thou mayest be freed from evil. One should have knowledge of action, and one should have knowledge of forbidden actions. One should also know of inaction. The course of action is incomprehensible. He that sees inaction in action and action in inaction is wise among men. He is possessed of devotion, and he is a doer of all actions. The learned call him wise, whose efforts are all free from desire and will, and whose actions have all been consumed by the fire of knowledge. Whoever, resigning all attachment to the fruit of action, is ever contented and is dependent on none, doeth not indeed, although engaged in action. He who, without desire, with mind and the senses under control, and casting off all concerns, performeth action only for the preservation of the body, incurreth no sin. He who is contented with what is earned, without exertion, who hath risen superior to the pairs of opposites, who is without jealousy, who is equable in success and failure, is not fettered, even though he works. All his actions perish, who acts for the sake of sacrifice, who is without affections, who is free, and whose mind is fixed upon knowledge. Brahma is the vessel, Brahma is the libation, Brahma is the fire on which by Brahma is poured. Brahma is the goal to which he proceedeth by fixing his mind on Brahma itself, which is the action. Some devotees perform sacrifice to the gods. Others, by means of sacrifice, offer up sacrifice to the fire of Brahma. Others offer up the senses of which hearing is the first to the fire of restraint. Others offer up the objects of sense of which sound is the first to the fire of the senses. Others offer up all the functions of the senses and the functions of the vital ones to the fire of devotion by self-restraint, kindled by knowledge. Others again perform the sacrifice of wealth, the sacrifice of ascetic austerities, the sacrifice of meditation, the sacrifice of study, the sacrifice of knowledge, and others are ascetics of rigid vows. Some offer up the upward vital wind to the downward vital wind, and others the downward vital wind to the upward vital wind. Some, arresting the course of the upward and the downward vital winds, are devoted to the restraint of the vital winds. Others, of restricted rations, offer the vital winds to the vital winds. Even all these, who are conversant with sacrifice, whose sins have been consumed by sacrifice, and who eat the remnants of sacrifice, which are amrita, attain to the eternal Brahma. This world is not for him who doth not perform sacrifice. Once then the other, O best of Guru's race. Thus diverse are the sacrifices occurring in the Vedas. Know that all of them result from action, and knowing this, thou wilt be emancipated. The sacrifice of knowledge, O chastiser of foes, is superior to every sacrifice involving fruits of action, for all action of Bhagavata is wholly comprehended in knowledge. Learn that by prostration, enquiry, and service. They that are possessed of knowledge and can see the truth will teach thee that knowledge, knowing which, O son of Bandhu, thou wilt not again come by such delusion, and by which thou wilt see the endless creatures in thyself and then in me. Even if thou beest the greatest sinner among all that are sinful, thou shalt yet cross over all transgressions by the raft of knowledge. As a blazing fire, O Arjuna, reduceth fuel to ashes, so doth the fire of knowledge reduce all actions to ashes. For there is nothing here that is so cleansing as knowledge. One that hath attained to success by devotion finds it without effort within his own self in time. He obtaineth knowledge who hath faith, and is intent on it, and who hath his senses under control. Obtaining knowledge, one findeth the highest tranquillity in no length of time. One who hath no knowledge and no faith, and whose mind is full of doubt, is lost. Neither this world, nor the next, nor happiness is for him whose mind is full of doubt. Actions do not fetter him, O Dhananjaya, who hath cast off action by devotion, whose doubts have been dispelled by knowledge, and who is self-restrained. Therefore, destroying, by the sword of knowledge, this doubt of thine that is born of ignorance, and that dwelleth in thy mind, betake to devotion. Arise, O son of Bharata. Ooh. No, I'm okay. Yeah, I get distracted easily. Okay, so let me just make a note to myself. Tomorrow's chapter 5. Okay, how long is this? 10 shlokas. Double check. 86. Okay. I'm gonna beep a little nicotine and continue. Namaste. Maruto Yasya hi Kushoye Patan Divo Bimahasahu Sa Suga Patamo Janahu Yajinya Ban Haso Biprasya Ban Mati Nam Marutahu Shurunu Shurunuta Habam Uta Pa Yasya Pa Jinonu Pipramata Kushota Sa Kananta Kumati Praje Asya Pirasya Pahishui Sutaha Somo Dibishutui Shu Ukutam Madashechan Shasyate Asya Shuroshanantava Puvo Vishava Yashijaisho Nui Rapi Suram Chitasasuru Shui Rishoho Pul Bi Pilhi Dada Shima Sharad Pil Maruto Payam Avo Pishet Jaisho Nui Nam Supagaho Sa Prayajiavo Maruto Asutu Maitiaho Yasya Prayamsi Paishota Shashamanasya Pa Naraho Subedasya Satya Shabasaho Vidam Kamasya Benataho Yuyam Tatu Satya Shabasa Vishukaima Vishukaita Mahitubana Vityata Vidyuta Rakushoho Kuhata Kuhyam Tamo Piyata Vishubamatarinomu Jyotishukaita Yadushimasi. Namaste. The best of guardians have fat men within whose dwelling place ye drink, O Maruts, giants of the sky. Honored with sacrifice or with the worship of the sages' hymns, O Maruts, listen to the call. Yea, the strong man to whom ye have vouchsafed to give a sage shall move into a stable rich in kind. Upon this hero's sacred grass, Soma is poured in daily rites. Praise and delight are sung aloud. Let the strong Maruts hear him, him surpassing all men. Strength be his, that reaches even to the sun. For through the swift God's loving help, in many an autumn, Maruts, we have offered up our sacrifice. Fortunate shall that mortal be, O Maruts, most adorable, whose offerings ye bear away. O heroes truly strong, ye know the toil of him who sings your praise, the heart's desire of him who loves. O ye of true strength, make this thing manifest by your greatness. Strike the demon with your thunderbolt. Conceal the horrid darkness, drive far from us each devouring fiend. Create the light for which we long. Okay. The sutras are really short today. Just 2 more to go. Oh, let me make a note to myself. Book 187 in Rig Veda tomorrow. So yeah, just 54 and 55, and that's it. And then tomorrow I'll start book 3 again. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna vape a little more nicotine. You know, if you could tell, I'm a little hurt. I'm very sensitive. Namaste. Atha kaha pratyaha pratyaharaha svabhishaya samprayoge chittatasvarupanukara chittatasvarupanukara. And there's number 1. Tasya, tutasya, siya. Okay. Chittatasya svarupanukara. Svarupanukara. Sorry, this word here. Ivanandriyanam pratyaharaha. Svabhishaya samprayoga bhave chittatasvarupanukara iveti chittanirote chittatavanani chittatavananirudhani nandriyanui netaranandriya jayavadu netaranandriya jayavadu payanantaptaramapekushonante. This word here. Netaranandriya jana netaranandriya jaya netaranandriya jaya vadupa. Namaste. Netaranandriya jaya vadupa yanantarama netaranandriya jaya netaranandriya jaya vadupa ya. Is that ya? Sorry, now I need to check because I'm seeing things. Netaran Jaya Paya Netaranandriya Jaya Netaranandriya Jaya Badupaya Nandama Tarama Tarama Netaranandriya Jaya Netaranandriya Jaya Badu Netaranandriya Jaya Badupaya Nantarama Pekushonante Netaranandriya Jaya Netaranandriya Jaya Badupaya Nantarama Pekushonante Yatha Matukara Rajam. Number 2. Rajanam Matukara Rajanam Matukara Rajanam Makushwika. Is that correct? Yeah. Uttapatananta Uttapatananta Manu Uttapatananta Manu Uttapatananti Divishamana Manu. Ugh, it's too fuzzy and I'm not concentrated enough to overlook it. Nibita. They combine the two words. Nivishanante Tatenendriyanui Jetitan Nirote Nirudutani Tieshu Pratyaharaho Pratyaharaho. Sorry. Alright, so that was 54. Oh. Now, what is the withdrawal of the senses? The withdrawal of the senses is, as it were, the imitation of the mind stuff itself on the part of the organs by disjoining themselves from their objects. When there is no conjunction with their own objects, the organs in imitation of the mind stuff as it is in itself become, as it were, restricted. When the mind stuff is restricted, like the mind stuff, they become restricted, and do not, like the subjugation of the senses, require any further aid. Just as when the king bee flies up, the bees fly up after him, and when he settles down, they settle down after him. So when the mind stuff is restricted, the organs are restricted. Thus, this then is the withdrawal of the senses. Alright, last one. It's gonna be really, really short today. Not even an hour. Yeah. Alright, last sutra. Tatahu parama pasya tenendriyanam. Okay, so if you were just reading the sutra itself without the commentaries, this ends here. So that's what that means. So I'm gonna read it for the sake of reading it. Iti Shri Patanjali Virachita Yoga Shri Patanjali Virachita Yoga Sutreshu Dvitiyahu Sathanapadahu Shabdadi Shivabhya Sanami Shabdadi Shivabhya Sanaminandriya Jaya. Shabdadi Shivabhya Sanaminandriya Jaya. I read it right. Why am I doing it again? Because I'm insecure. Shabdadi Shivabhya Sanaminandriya Jaya. Iti catch it. Sakutil Vyasanam Vyasya Tienam Shreyasa Iti Abhiruddha Pratipatatil Niyai Pratipatatil Niyaya. One more time, please. Pratipatatil Niyaya. Shabdadi Sampara Yogahu Shivachichaya Svachu sorry, it's this word here. Svachu chaya dhyaniye. Svachu chaya dhyaniye. Ragadubeshu pave sukatuhakashu niyam shabuda dijnanaminin. This word. Shabuda dijnanaminin driyajaya. Iti kachit. Chitataika griya daparati patati rabati. So now check that. Oh. Yeah, Yahusha, that's Jesus' real name, couldn't perform many miracles in a certain town because a lot of people were doubting him. And that's Yahusha, Jesus. I don't think I was stronger than him, so I get affected a little more when people ridicule me. I mean, at the end of the day, I must survive through it, but it's not the easiest thing going through it, Namaste. Chittataika griya daprati patati rabati. Jaiki shabiyahu. Tatashita parama tubiyam fashyata yachichitata nirote yachichitata nirote niru. Alright, just 3 more words to go. Nirodeta ni nandriyanui. Niru, not Niro, sorry. Nirudeta ni nandriyanui. Natare nandriya jaya bata prayatna kurtamupayana tarama pekushanante. Okay. 3 more words to go. Iti. Natare nandriya jayaya. Natare nandriya jaya bata prayatna kurtam. Natare nandriya jaya bata pra. Natare nandriya jaya bata. Whoosh. Nicotine. That's why I use nicotine, because I don't have to pull my hair out, Namaste. Natare nandriya jaya bata prayatna kurtamupayana tarama pekushanante. Can I do it again? I said it correctly. It's just me. Natare nandriya jaya bata prayatna. Natare nandriya jaya bata prayatna kurtamupa. Natare nandriya jaya bata. Natare nandriya jaya bata prayatna kurtamupayana tarama pekushanante. Yogina iti. Alright, yeah, done with the book. As a result of this, there is complete mastery of the organs. There are some who think that the mastery of the organs is a lack of desire for the various things, sounds, and so forth. Longing is attachment in the sense that it puts him a long way from a good. Unforbidden experience is legitimate. Others, that there may be conjunction with the sounds and so forth as one desires. Others think that there is a subjugation of the senses, when there is no passion or aversion after the thinking of the various things is without pleasure or pain. Jai Gi Shobya thinks that it is refusal to perceive as a result of the mind stuff's singleness of intent. And as a result of this, when the mind stuff is restricted, the organs are restricted. There is not, as in the case of the subjugation of the other organs, any further need of means perform with effort. But this mastery, which is the singleness of intent, is the complete. Is complete. Okay. This is not, that translation is not this. It's a little different. It includes Vyasa. But I'll just read this anyway. Iti Shri Patanjali Samkhya Parabhachane Yoga Sutras Shri Vyasa Pa Shri Vyasa Pa Shuye Dvitiyahu Sathanapadahu Shri Vyasa Pa Shuye Dvitiyahu Sathanapadahu. Okay. Of Patanjali is the second book entitled Specification of the Means of Attainment by Vyasa. Commentaries by Vyasa. Okay. And the next one is Supernormal Powers starting tomorrow. I can't wait. Alright, so that's it. It's very, 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 very short today. Usually I go for an hour and 45 minutes. This was just 47 minutes of that. So, yeah, if you want to hear what ancient yoga text has to say about supernormal powers, tune in tomorrow sometime. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have a set schedule. So I would like to have a set schedule so I know when I'm gonna be on. I think that's when more people will tune in as well. Because right now, I'm all over the place. Like I'll do my yoga chant at at the crack of the dawn sometimes, which is not too good. But okay, that's it. Very easy today. Thank you very much. I'm gonna make a note to myself. So maybe I'll talk about, since I have some time. So Rumble doesn't want me on their website. So I ended up with Twitch, but nobody kind of uses Twitch at the live anyway. So that I signed up with, not Twitch, sorry, X. I mix up Twitter and Twitch. Twitter is now X. So I'm talking about X here. I'm hosting X is hosting my live streams now. I think this is gonna be home. Nobody's watching me at live right now, and nobody has watched it. But I guess people in YouTube are gonna see it. It's just YouTube and X right now. And I think those are my internet home now. I've been to many other websites, a few others, and I ended up on X. And YouTube has always been there. YouTube is large. I think it's the largest of them all, so they don't really care, It's too time consuming. Everything is done by AI. So yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that X is hosting me. Yeah, once again, the Sanskrit pronunciation that I use is the ancient Aryan pronunciation, which started being lost from 5,000 years ago and became completely non-existent since 500 years ago. The last two people that I know of, that I surely know of, who spoke Sanskrit in the Aryan accent is Sri Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda, and I think those are about it. Maybe they taught them to people around them that I don't know, but they knew it, But that was 500 years ago. starting at 2500 years, it started disappearing. The pronunciation started disappearing. And I don't know if you could see. Yeah, you could see it. Okay. So this is Sanskrit and this is Hindi. The letters look the same. The pronunciation is completely different. Like, for example, this is pancha. This is not panucha. This is pancha. And that's a bananta. Bananta. Ba. It's not banta. It's banuta. Banuta. It's not banucha. It's pancha. Da banuta. They're spelled differently. And that's my point here, is that like a lot of these pronunciations have been lost. Like this is shui, which is different from shi. Shui, like rui, ru, sh, sha and shu, da and the, di and dui, and ti and tui, and di and dui. And so it's got a lot of French pronunciation. Sanskrit has a lot of French sounding pronunciations which have been completely lost for the, at least 500 years, but starting from 5,000 years ago. And so the way I pronounce it is the way they pronounced it. I know about 95% or more of the pronunciations now, and I'm learning more as I'm doing more and more, because you could actually figure this stuff out if you got the brains for it and the will to do it. This is jihu hu ba, jihu ba, jihu ba gra, jihu ba gra, ba here. This is not a good text to talk about it. What else? So yeah, recently what I found out was that, and a lot of people do mispronounce it. Where's that word? Oh yeah, so it's yachi, because there's two j's there. J's, ja, but it's ju, yachi, da, nirote. It's not yaku. It's not. This is not gu. This is ju. So stuff like that. Hindi doesn't seem to differentiate it. And once again, this is Jaigi Shoviyahu. It's not Jaigi Shabiyahu, it's Jaigi Shoviyahu. What else? So yeah, in response to the commenter that told me to, learn from the actual Indians, my answer is no, because they're not pronouncing it right. Like it's Ganesha. It's not Ganesha. I'll never say Ganesha. Ganesha is with this. This is na. Na is different from. Where's no? I can't find no. So this is na. This is no. Na and no are spelled differently. If you look at it, it looks like a no. Nom. This is nam. No. So it's not Ganesha. It's Ganuesha. And that's the elephant god. The other word is not even a word in Sanskrit. I've said that like 50 times now. Sorry if you're following me around and, are like, he's talking about Ganuesha again. Well, at least you're saying it right, 90% of them plus don't even say it the right way. And, maybe that's one reason why Ganuesha is not answering your prayers. Sorry. But yeah, a lot of things have been lost. And I hate being criticized because I'm not doing this I'm doing this to save myself. I do what works for me. You know, the ancient Aryan Sanskrit works for me. The modern way of pronouncing Sanskrit does not work as well. Not even 10%. And I'm putting it nicely. Oh yeah, so this is another one. It's Subacha. It's not Subekacha, it's Subachaye, Subachaya Diana, Subachaye, Subachaya Diania, Diania, Subachani, Subachani, Subachat, Subachaya Diania. So it's not gu, it's ju. So that's the latest thing I found out. That's about it. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for sticking around. Namaste. Hopefully see you tomorrow.